So I'm currently heading south on the A1 to what I feel, in my opinion, is probably one of the most under-recognised former RAF bases in the country. And it's a base that was instrumental in the preparations for the D-Day landings. It is located between Grantham and Stamford, just on the outskirts of a little village called Colsterworth. And it is RAF North Witham. To be quite honest with you, I don't even think the local population realise the significance of this place either. So here we are. Fascinating fact number one, where you see the red arrow, i.e. where we parked our car, that was once upon a time, when the airbase was active, the old technical area for the site. It is now a service station, a Greggs, a McDonald's and a travel lodge. The area itself is now known as Twyford Woods, and it's owned and maintained by the Forestry Commission. RAF North Witham, in its former guise, was originally opened in 1943 and only had a 13-year history. Closed in 1956, but on opening, it was handed over directly to the United States Air Force and the No. 1 Tactical Air Depot, who dealt with the maintenance and distribution of C-47s and C-53s, were based there initially. It was actually in early 1944 when things got interesting for RAF North Witham, as the 9th Air Force Troop Carrier Command Pathfinder Group moved here from RAF Cottesmore. And it was this unit that operated the radar-equipped C-47s. And these units were tasked with delivering paratroopers and gliders into occupied France, spearheading effectively one of the most ambitious military operations in history. And on the evening of June the 5th, 1944, North Witham's most significant moment, 20 C-47 aircraft took off from the airfield, each equipped with Eureka radar transponders. These radars were crucial for guiding the massive fleet of Allied planes to follow to the precise drop zones in Normandy. And as the aircraft ascended into the night carrying their critical technology, they symbolised the meticulous planning and coordination that underpinned the D-Day operation. Subsequent to that, North Witham did continue to operate as it had, but by the end of 1944, the Americans had started moving out to support the main Allied advance over in Europe. And as the war in Europe came to its conclusion, the RAF reacquired RAF North Witham and predominantly used the site to store and maintain equipment all the way through till April 1956, and as the number 93 maintenance unit left, the site was closed. An interesting fact number two, RAF North Witham, or the former RAF North Witham at that point, was used by the BRM Formula 1 team in the early 60s, 1961 and 1962, as a test facility, as the RAF had recommissioned their original site, or their original test facility at RAF Falkingham, as a base for the Thor intermediate range ballistic missile. I don't know what this is, whether this ramp is an original structure or whether it was put up later on. It is placed on the runway, so I'm not sure. If anybody does know, just drop a note in the comment. I'll be interested to find out. So I'm just making my way down to the old control tower, which is still intact, and I've purposely left it intact. I have to say, it is very atmospheric. I was going to actually see if I could get inside the building, but unfortunately it looks like all the windows have been bricked up, obviously for safety reasons. It does look quite apocalyptic from here, to be fair. Yeah, unfortunately not for public use. Windows bricked up, door blocked off. Looks like you still get down there though. Not that I really fancy it, to be honest. I can try and put the camera just through here. Can't really see an awful lot, unfortunately, but interesting nonetheless, I guess. And just to the left of the tower, you've got what looks like the remains of another building. I'm not sure what that was or what it might have been, but so we're located at the southeastern part of the airfield now, so if I just scan round, unfortunately you can't see it too well, but over the hedge and beyond those bushes is the old technical site where the T2 hangars were, and allegedly, so I understand, one of them is still in use by a company called Witham Specialist Vehicles, which specialises in military vehicles. Currently still at the main runway. Unfortunately, as you can see, a lot of it's now overgrown, so you can't really get the actual full effect of it. About halfway up the main runway, the situation is still the same, unfortunately, with the vegetation and the trees that have taken over, if you will. Nature's taken its course over these last 80 years or so. And the Forestry Commission, the guys at the Forestry Commission obviously doing what they do best and storing lots of logs here as well. Having said that, as you just go past the logs on the intersection of the other runway, you do get a full and uninterrupted view of the rest of that runway. And I'm just trying to visualise in my own mind 20 C-47 Skytrains taking off on that evening of June the 5th, 1944. The Pathfinders on their way over to Normandy. And just one final view of the main runway as we leave. I did manage to scope out an aircraft dispersal area. At least that's what I think it is. Let me know in the comments if I've got that completely wrong or I am in fact correct. I think I am correct in far as to say that it looks like a dispersal area for a bomber. The airfield didn't actually house any bombers, as it was handed over to the United States Air Force as soon as it was built. So there we have it, guys, a whistle-stop tour of RAF North Witham. I hope you got some value and I hope you found it interesting. Please do consider leaving a comment and a like and even subscribing to the channel. I very much appreciate if you did. Let me know if you visited already or if you plan to visit based on what you've seen on this video. I'll leave that with you. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you all in the next one.